Hello there everybody, welcome back to another review. I just came out of the shower, my hair is slightly damp and I combed it in a little bit. And we'll be looking at another classic hair tonic today, and the tonic we'll be looking at is the Lucky Tiger 3-purpose hair tonic. Now this stuff is classic for a reason and I absolutely love it. Just like most old school hair tonics, it is an alcohol based one and it comes in a 16-ounce bottle or 1 pint, and it really does last you a while. The cap of mine is a little busted, so you can see it happens to some people. It's a little fragile, you gotta be careful with the cap. Don't drop it too much or else you would have a cracked cap. And it opens up with a little small hole like that. But despite having the cap, it's completely airtight. And the scent on it, I really love it. It's kind of like a bit of an alcohol scent, but it's kind of like a very nice sweet citrus scent to it. It's really fruity, and it's so it smells pretty old school as well, but it smells really nice. It just reminds you of a fruit bowl. It's pretty much orangey, like an orangey citrus kind of scent. And just as I normally do with alcohol based hair tonics, I would just squirt them directly onto my hair because I got some on my forehead right now. The thing is, with alcohol-based hair tonics, think of a hand sanitizer. What would happen if you actually rub some hand sanitizer onto your hands, being alcoholic? It would just absorb in your hands. Well, sometimes for the more difficult parts, I would just squirt a little bit, a few drops on my hands, and just rub it directly onto the sides, particularly for the sides and the back, but for the top I would just squirt it in. Now the thing is, alcohol-based hair tonics, just like a hand sanitizer, would absorb into your hands. That's why I don't really tend to just squirt them onto my hands and rub them in. But this being completely liquid, it just goes in like water. It has the consistency of water as well. It's just as runny as water. And now this stuff over here obviously comes in like nothing, being liquid. And it's meant for that really plastered down look. That's what it's made for. And it just makes your hair really nice smelling. It's I wouldn't say the scent is too subtle, but it's not too strong either. You can't ignore it. You would smell it a few times throughout the day. But it is a really nice scent. I need to apply a little more onto the side of my hair. And if you're on your lazy days, this is like a perfect product to use. Like if you don't want too much hold, you need to go out with something, but you want something just a little bit light. Very light, not too much weight at all. You just need something in your hair if you're on your lazy days, or if you're really in a rush and need something to throw it in. Just throw in some Lucky Tiger hair tonic and your hair would look pretty much okay. It is not the slickest stuff, but it'll really give your hair more of that plastered down look. Pretty flat. That's why I don't really expect volume out of this or anything. However, speaking of volume, if you blow dry this stuff in your hair, it just blew my mind away, because if I apply it into my hair and then blow dry it, it gives me a lot of volume, which is what I really didn't expect, knowing that this stuff is actually designed for the flatter and conservative hair look. And this is basically how my hair looks at this length with just a tonic alone. Without anything else, my hair is just fully degreased right now. I just used water-based pomade today. I threw in some Damon Barber this morning, and obviously it came out in the shower. And the shine on this one, I gotta say, if you use a little bit, it's gonna it makes your hair have a natural kind of look, it adds a subtle, healthy shine to it. But if you use them a lot more, it has actually a subtle gloss to it. It doesn't make your hair look greasy, but it has a nice, healthy, shiny gloss to it, sort of like a medium gloss, I'd say. It actually looks very, very fresh, kind of like, you know, a Clark Gable kind of shine that doesn't look too greasy, but rather like glossy, healthy kind of shine. Anyway, the Lucky Tiger Hair Tonic, because it comes from 1935, it is naturally used by some stars during the golden age of Hollywood and really did make an appearance in some Hollywood movies. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and blow dry the stuff in and see how that goes. And I'll come back after my hair has been blow dried. And by the way, as you can see, obviously, you're not going to get a lot of hold out of this. But yes, you see some strands popping out here and there. But for a hair tonic, it's actually got quite a decent hold. But I wouldn't say it has so good of hold for a hair tonic as Roussel Grooming Tonic is just like a tad below that. But for a hair tonic, it has quite some hold to it. I know that it has a little more hold than Vitalis, but I can't really speak for that because I've never used Vitalis. But it definitely has more hold than the Vaseline hair tonic, which I tried before, just basically more of a brilliantine than a tonic. But that's not really a fair comparison because Vaseline hair tonic is basically mineral oil in the bottle. You can say it's an oil-based hair tonic, you can say it's brilliantine, but yeah, I'd say Lucky Tiger has a tad more hold in it. And I'll come back to you after I blow dry my hair. Now that's what my hair looks like when I blow dry some Lucky Tiger hair tonic into it. You can tell that there's a lot more height, and it's got like a really, really nice shape to it, so it gives a really nice foundation when you want to style with pomade. So that makes it a really good pre-styler before adding some pomade. And you can tell there's like a little bit of a sheen right there, like a really nice, healthy looking sheen on my sides. And if I blow dry it in, my sides can actually go down a little better. And with this hair tonic, obviously your hair gets easier to comb because that's what it's designed to do. If you put it directly in damp hair, you have to wait quite a while. But if you blow dry it in, you would notice results right away, and your hair would feel kind of smooth. It's soft. It's really, really easy to comb your hair with. But if you put really too much of the stuff, some of you might be concerned because it's alcohol-based and it might dry your hair out. But that's not really the case because, as they say on the bottle, this tonic contains fine oils. But I'd say though, if you put too much of this stuff in it, like your hair is really saturated in the tonic, then it makes a hair feel rather, I can't find the perfect word for it, but it feels rather starchy. But I don't notice it feeling dry whatsoever, but it makes your hair really, really nice to comb in. It makes any other heavy pomade really easy to go in. Like the first time I actually used Murray's, I blow dried some Lucky Tiger hair tonic into it, and there was no tug and pull whatsoever. And we all know how much tug that Murray's gives us if we have dry hair with nothing in it. But of course, my hair was slightly damp, as usual when I apply an oil-based pomade. I'm sorry. But seriously though, Lucky Tiger hair tonic in the hair seriously eliminates any tug and pull. I've noticed from heavy pomade, but if it's super heavy, it wouldn't eliminate all the tug and pull, but at least just a majority of it. And you can also use it as a topper as well. It gives you a nice, non-greasy, really healthy looking gloss and extra slickness to your pomade, but it doesn't give you like really gross looking greasy shine. It may look a tad bit greasy, but for the most part, it's like a healthy, glossy sheen to your hair. And if you want to break down buildup, Lucky Tiger 3-Purpose Hair Tonic actually does a really good job at breaking down the leftover buildup in your hair, so that degreasing will be a much easier job. So sometimes if I want to just, degrease some pomade in my hair, just throw in a lot of Lucky Tiger Hair Tonic in my hair, and it would just really do its job. It would break it down. It even works better than Brill Cream for breaking down my hair. Any buildup that's left in my hair, I would say. But overall, I think that the Lucky Tiger 3-Purpose Hair Tonic, despite being one of the older hair products out there, is actually one of my all-time favorite hairstyling products and one of the best tonics I've ever used, even though I didn't really have too much experience with hair tonics. And if you're wondering if this stuff makes a hair harden at all, no, it really, really doesn't harden your hair up at all. But it just makes it feel rather natural if you put enough of it, but too much would leave it feeling starchy, but you won't really notice any gross feeling with it whatsoever, even if you oversaturate your hair in Tonic. But overall, it's got like a slightly, it's got a really healthy sheen to it, but after a while, I wouldn't actually say the shine goes away. It dulls out a little bit, but you are still left with a nice, healthy, natural look. And for something that's alcohol-based, I heard stuff from Vitalis, like some complaints from Vitalis, that the shine really goes out after a few hours and leaves hair looking almost completely matte. But with Lucky Tiger Hair Tonic, this is not the case. You are actually still left with some subtle sheen in there, and it doesn't go completely out. And this is more how my hair looks blow dried with the tonic inside. Not too much hold, but really nice shape for a contour. A little bit of fluffy sides, but for the most part, a little bit of volume if you blow dry it in. Nice shape, great foundation for styling. A very flat look if you put it on damp hair. But overall, this is a must try if you love classic hair products. It leaves your hair pretty healthy, especially if you use it every day. I normally use it after the shower, actually. I use it to break down buildup. I don't really use it a lot as a topper for some reason, except if I'm degreasing, because this stuff actually does a good job of breaking down your buildup. And great pre-styler, good for lazy days, really nice scent. Nice shine, but that's not too overbearing, as well as not too much of an overbearing scent, and a great scent. Overall, what's not to hate about this tonic? It's one of my all-time favorite hair products, one of my all-time favorite tonics. And if you have any more questions about Lucky Tiger 3-Purpose Hair Tonic, on its history and anything else about it, then don't hesitate to actually leave a comment below in this video. And one more thing before I actually sign off. The bottle says hair tonic with fine oils, but when I take a look at the ingredients listing, I couldn't find the oils here. Just take a look at the ingredients. You can pause this video, but I can't seem to identify the oils. Hold up, I need to let the video focus. And yeah, you can just pause the video and take a look at the ingredients, but I couldn't really find the fine oils in there. And this is, for the record, a newer formula, because the old formula of Lucky Tiger back in the 30s and then 40s and 50s actually contains lanolin. But this stuff does not contain, this modern formula does not contain lanolin whatsoever, but it's still a really, really nice classic. It's great in your collection, it's great to own, it's great to use, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about getting a bottle of this, do not hesitate to grab it, because this stuff is just really, really great. And please leave a like on this review. Comment if you have any questions, or if you have anything to say about this tonic or this video, or any other question to ask me. Subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so you never miss a single upload of mine. I'll see you in my next video. Stay greasy, everybody.